So more on that big story. Brazil's senators deciding right now whether to impeach or not the suspended President Dilma Rousseff. There have been 4 days of impassioned debate and testimony in the Senate, and a decision expected imminently. We keep saying it's still ongoing, they're still debating, but it's getting way towards the end now. All 81 senators wanted to have their say on whether or not to remove the president from office for financial mismanagement in government. The decision was expected Tuesday, but then the judge allowed an extra day of voting. Local media reporting now that the majority, they say, have decided to vote no to Rousseff's future leader, but that's not official. For their part, her supporters are furious, seeing her suspension as an attempted coup and protesting the trial for 3 consecutive days. At least 10 were arrested at one of the latest pro-Rousseff rallies in Sao Paulo. Watchdog groups say some 60% of lawmakers who may potentially form a new government have been accused of corruption and fraud. Our Latin America correspondent Nicholas Sanchez of Donovan spoke with some of those protesters.
Tensions are high both in the Senate and here on the street. Late Monday night, we saw clashes between police and pro-Dilma supporters, police in riot gear, using tear gas and sound bombs against some protesters that lit fire to some trash cans and created some chaos here in Sao Paulo. We've seen a heavy police presence today, anticipating similar protests if the vote goes against Dilma Rousseff. People here are very frustrated. They heard Dilma say that they couldn't expect silence from her, and that's echoed in her supporters, and they're here to protest and to show their frustration with Michel Temer and the interim government. Let's take a listen.
He betrayed the president. He was her vice president and betrayed her with this dirty coup. She committed no crime, and yet she is being judged.
No, Michel Temer's government is not legitimate, and I think that new elections would be the answer to restore legitimacy to our democratic system.
While frustration grows on the streets in the Senate, the numbers are clearly turning against Dilma Rousseff. The latest suggestions point out that 60 senators would vote in favor of impeachment. If that happens, Dilma Rousseff will permanently be removed from power, and people here are asking for new elections in that scenario because they consider that Michel Temer's interim government has no legitimacy because nobody here in Brazil has voted for him.
So all eyes on that Senate in Brasilia. As soon as we know the final outcome, we will let you know too, once they've decided the president's fate there. Meantime, our programs continue. We're inviting you to learn about the child labour at the heart of the beauty industry right after this break.